this is something that I've been wanting to do for a little bit, and I thought it'd be something different to do live on stream instead of making a video. What we're going to be doing is we're basically going to be setting up a package. So there's a website where you can click on a link, and from there, it gives you thumbnails and it gives you equipment and it gives you things that I can add to that you, if you want to, for example, build a PC, I can put parts that I recommend into that little package, and then it gives you links where you can buy them either on Amazon, Newegg, etc., etc. So I thought that this would be a good idea because a lot of other streamers do it as well, but do it with all my equipment that I use right now. What do I have? What do I have, and what have I have upgraded? And I can tell you about what I did start off with and what I ended up with, etc., etc. Because I've been doing YouTube for a long time. So I have a lot of equipment and I have a lot of research in my noggin to what I want to do when it comes to streaming and to videos. It took me a long time to get to this point. There was once a point where I was looking at other content creators and I was like, what is your camera? What is your microphone? What is your setup? How do you get this to this? I had all these questions. So I wanted to do this because I know a lot of people ask questions about streaming and what equipment I use, etc., etc. I want to set up a package to be able to tell you what I currently have, okay? So this is the kits that you can make, and anybody can do this. Anybody can go here and they can create a kit of some kind and they can send it to other people. So I'm going to be doing this for you guys. I'm going to be adding products. I'm going to be going through my Amazon list because most of the stuff that I've gotten is through Amazon. But I'd like to get my products from there. Plus it's really easy if you have Amazon Prime. So first and foremost, I think a lot of people, actually, I'll tell you guys, I'll ask you guys, what do you guys want to know first? So do you guys want to know microphone? Do you guys want to know camera? Do you guys want to know monitors? What kind of thing I got? And then eventually, if people want it, if the people of YouTube want it, hey, I know I did a poll on YouTube. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, because I am uploading this, if you guys want to, I can do a room tour if you guys want me to. Let's set a YouTube goal. Let's get this video to 10 likes. Let's see, audio and video setup first. Okay, let's do mic. Let's do mic. This is my mic right here, the MXL BCD1 dynamic podcast microphone. It's an XLR microphone, which means that I have to have it powered up either by a board or by something that does power it up by itself. So what I use is this. It is the Yamaha MG10. Yep, there it is. MG10XU. That's the one that I have. I'll add that to the kit as well. So this is a mixer that I have currently here that has a compressor in it. It has sound effects, so I can do things like this. Hello, hello, hello. I can do that on the fly with this thing. I can put in 2 mics if I want to and set up their compression. Alongside that, I can control like volume, all that stuff. And I also have the game volume for my PS4 and everything like that going through here. So this is the thing that I use for that. Alongside that, my headset. Let's go ahead and do my headset. Okay, so this is the one that I have. I have the Audio-Technica M40s for the headset. It's a studio headset that I have. It's not good for gaming, but I use it specifically for editing and for other things. So, but it does the job whenever you are gaming and stuff like that. But if you're playing Call of Duty, this is freaking awful. It's no bueno. So this headset's really nice. I replaced the cups with some much more comfier cups because these are leather. The default ones are leather and these ones are suede. So it's a lot comfier and it doesn't sweat as much. So those are really nice. Next up, the arm that I have. So I have a bunch of different arms, like a lot of different arms, to the point where it's like, my God, I don't know what to do with all these arms. So I gave some of them away a lot of the times, and sometimes I even freaking like threw them away. But I do have the really nice ones. For the longest time, I didn't know what the hell the point was, but this is the one that I use right now. Let me show you. This one is really nice. So this is the arm that I use. And the reason why I use this one instead of the Rode, because I do have the Rode arm. I use this one because it's smaller. So it's smaller in length. So my desk, how I have it right now, usually the Rode will come up to like over here, right? So I have to like completely move it up and then go down and try to adjust as much as I can. This is basically the same one, but just smaller, which is really nice. But I do have the Rode in case I do have another desk or a situation where I'm somewhere else. so I need something longer. I have both of them. I got a standing desk, Ergo Elements, black adjustable desk, electric standing desk, 60-inch, by the way, with memory buttons, LED display, the whole thing. So I can basically, like, if I want to move you guys. Yeah, I can move you guys if I want to. Oh, I guess I should show you. Oh, wait. Before I forget, my shock mount, because I do have a shock mount, as you can see right here. It's an Audio Technica AT, whatever the hell. Whatever. It's an AT 8458. It's a really nice shock mount. This is the monitor that I game on. All right, Chad, this is the monitor that I game on. This is an LG 32-inch 144 hertz 2K monitor. It's a 2K 32-inch monitor. The monitor that I use to edit on, I actually use this to edit. This is it right here. It's a ViewSonic 1080p IPS monitor. This is what I use to edit videos. All right, my third monitor I did not get from Amazon. Anyways, this is a Dell 4K monitor. This is a 4K monitor that I have here. So I have you guys, I edit on that. I have the gaming monitor, 2K, and I have a 4K Dell monitor, not gaming or anything, but it's beautiful to look at 4K footage and just look at videos, watch videos on. And that's what I normally do on this monitor right over here. This monitor usually is like over $1,000. It's usually like over $1,000, but I got this monitor for $150. All I'll say is that I have sources. What else you guys want to know? This is my capture card that I use mostly. The reason I use this is because I have the PCI Express port that's necessary, and it has super low latency, so I can pretty much, I don't have to even delay anything. Do you use speakers? I do use speakers, but they're very basic. Nothing too special, but they get the job done. They're fine. These are my speakers. Oh, the keyboard and mouse? Actually, I just barely replaced it. I got me a brand new mouse and keyboard. So let me show you my mouse and keyboard. I used to use the Jello Cap, like super cheap, like $20 wireless mouse and keyboard. Right. Now that's a nice mouse and keyboard. Fight sticks. Here's what I use. The Victrix Pro fight stick is what I use. Mine's engraved. So this is my Victrix Pro. Mine's engraved. I got it at Evo, but that's the one that I mostly use. I also have, yeah, that arcade stick is really good too. The Junk Box Arcade, which is what I have my custom HoloLive Coco Fubuki one, and also the Rushia Luna one are on the Junk Box Arcade sticks, which are really great arcade sticks as well. The Comba Obsidian is really nice. It's a really nice premium arcade stick that's not too bad. Also, the Comba Crystal, if you guys are looking for a starter one, that one's really nice too. The Hori Real Pro is really good. I don't usually like Hori products. I'm not a huge fan of them. Just they don't feel right, but that doesn't mean that they're bad. So the Hori sticks are really good. The one Hori stick that I really like, here, I'll put this one on here. The Fighting Edge. The Hori Fighting Edge. This is a really nice stick that I recommend to anybody. Really nice, really nice. Okay, anyways, continuing on. What camera, lighting, and clamps do you use? Oh, okay. I'll tell you my lighting setup. So I have a lot of different things for my light, actually. What I currently have right now, because I have 2 box lights because I'm in a place where there's not very good lighting. There's a switch that pulls on, a light switch right over there. It doesn't light the place up at all. But I'm lit up, of course, because I have 2 box lights over here on each side in case I need to light up the whole room. But for the camera in particular, when I'm streaming, what I like to use is this. I have 2 of these. I have 2 Elgato key lights. 2 of them, and they're just sitting on the desk right behind my monitors. I can control my lights completely, so if I want to, I can actually turn them off if I want. So, boo, and I can turn them on, like adjust the lighting. Huh? Yeah, I can do a whole bunch of different things with the light setup that I have.
I'm interested in how your setup looks, Koei. Do you think we can have a picture of it? I'm getting my own room finally, and I need a good setup for a gaming PC with an L-shaped desk.
That's up to YouTube. If YouTube wants me to make a room setup, I will give it to them. So yeah, I have 2 of these to be able, and that's all controlled, by the way, through this Stream Deck. Through the Stream Deck, I can actually do transitions, such as, of course, do this, and this, and this, and this, and I can go, yeah, the Shuba's right there, and I'm right here, and I can basically do whatever I want, and that includes the lights. Camera, I use mirrorless cameras. I have an Elgato Camlink 4K link. This is what I use to connect my camera to my computer so I can have the signal. So this is the camera that I use currently right now. It's a really, really nice camera that provides really nice quality. Alongside that, I also have a lens. I have a Sigma 16mm lens attached to this thing. This was years and years of work leading up to this camera. So I have this lens, 16mm lens with a focal point of 1.4, which what that does, the focal point, is gives it that nice depth. So you see like it has the blurry background and I am nice and crystal clear. You achieve that by having a very low focal point. Because of the focal point, because of the lens itself, I can't zoom in. So I have to adjust it myself. So technically speaking, like, just to let you know, this is how my setup actually looks like, you know, and I have to adjust it via OBS to be able to get that as nice as I can. Is the focal point adjustable? Very adjustable. So the reason why I got this camera is because the auto zoom is, or the autofocus is next level. This is the mini HDMI that connects to your kit from your cable to your the cam link, all that good stuff. If you're looking for a webcam, what I have 3 cameras on me right now. I have the Logitech, so I have this webcam. I have like 3 of these. So there's this one. And then this is not mine. This is Faith's. I have to give this back soon. So I have this. I didn't buy this. I got this from Faith. I stole this. I have to give this back to her. But this one I bought like 3 of these. All right. So that is the camera stuff. What else do you guys want to know before I get into the PC? All right. PC time. So let's start off with the case. It is an NZXT H510 Elite. Yes, it is very nice, see-through. It has incredible cable management. It's got USB 3.1. It's got all Type-C port. USB Type-C, super nice. I actually replaced these fans and put in a cooler. GPU, let me see if I can find it. It's a EVGA, the GeForce GTX 1080, not a TI. Regular 1080. CPU, a Ryzen 7 5800X CPU. It is very, very nice. My motherboard, a ROG Strix B550F Gaming AMD AM4. I got this one specifically because it has the socket for that Ryzen, and it has some crazy parts on it. It has an IO plate that's already mounted on there. That's really nice, and it has USB-C, and it has all sorts of metal parts. It's super nice. I do have a cooler, and a cooler usually is really necessary for these type of CPUs. A water-cooled NZXT Kraken that is really nice. You can, this right here is where you put the CPU, and then there's the fans, and then there's the pumps and the filter and stuff, which is really nice. I decided to go water cooler because I usually always go air. I air cool it, and the air coolers are real big and real thick, but they're cheaper. But this is my first water cooler that I have. AIO, all in one. So there's that. Alongside that, yeah. Okay, there's another thing. There's something else that I want to show you guys. That's really nice. And it made me kind of geek out a little bit. This thing, oh boy, this thing made me nerd out. My M.2, bro. This thing is a beast. Dude, it is an internal SSD, M.2, 1 terabyte, and the writing speed on this thing is ridiculous. This is my first SSD that I had. This is what I installed Windows on. I recently moved it to the M.2, of course. But this, let me see the writing speed right now. This gives you 500 megabytes per second. That's the writing speed here. The writing speed for the M.2, 3,400 megabytes, bro. Almost 7 times. That's crazy, dude. I have this. I do have 2 terabytes more of hard drives. I think they're Western Digital Blues. No, I have a Seagate Barracuda. Oh, here, I'll put that on here. So I have this and I have this. 1 terabyte each. Oh, power supply. Oh, my bad. I recently upgraded. I used to have 600, but now I have 850 watts gold rated power supply. I recently upgraded this. That's what I have. Oh, the RAM? Oh, I forgot about the RAM. I have DDR4. I have 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. So I have 2 of these pretty much. Yeah, and that is my whole PC, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's my content creation list. Look at this freaking crazy list, bro. We went from my microphone to my headset to my board to my arm. By the way, I have more than one of these. I have the Rode, the really expensive one, my desk, my freaking my shock mount, my 3 monitors, both of my capture cards, my speakers, my sticks. I actually have more than this, but that's my my keyboard and mouse. Dude, I have all this diesel equipment, and then like it's like 30 bucks. Like lights, I have the cameras in there, the webcams, the lenses, the headset mic that I have, the extractors for my board. I have my case, my crazy GPU, and by the way, this took years of upgrading. My computer was super dinky. Chat, my first ever computer had an APU. If you don't know what an APU is, it's basically a graphics card and a CPU put together. I thought I was the hottest thing, spending $500 and cutting corners by not putting in a graphics card. Boy, was I wrong. I went from that to upgrading little by little over time, putting money aside, continuing the grind, and I all did it because I wanted to be a YouTuber. Boy, oh boy, the amount of money that I've spent and the amount of time that I've dedicated to just trying to find out what the hell I want to do. I still don't know what to do, to be honest with you. I still am constantly trying to figure out how to make my life easier, doing this stuff. Doing my job and stuff. If any of you are thinking about getting any of this stuff, just remember that this stuff didn't happen overnight. This happened over years and years and years of saving and years of putting money aside and years of knowledge and research, trying to see, oh, what should I get here? What should I get there? And of course, being smart with the spending instead of just. But yeah, any other questions, any other concerns that you guys may have before we move on? That's my whole setup. Let me go ahead and I will link this in the chat for you guys to have. Like I said, YouTube, if you guys do want to know a little bit more about my office, we can see an office tour if you guys want, and we'll be able to do that. But it's all up to YouTube, chat. It's all up to YouTube. So let us know in the comment section. How do you maintain the beard? Showering. That's how I maintain it, and trimming it.